Okay.
Rhea just sent me a message saying that she's having the problems getting in, but she's still trying.
Okay. So we're gonna get started as people are coming in. I'm admitting people into the room. So hopefully we'll all be able to get in shortly. Want to welcome you again to On the Right Track, the Illinois SBDC, as well as the Greater Inglewood CDC Cohort Training. For some of you, you were on Tuesday night for our introduction. So glad that you came back. A few of you are new. So we're going to kind of do a quick review, and then we have somebody from Live Plan. Josh is going to be on the line and kind of give us a little tour of Live Plan, so you'll know how to do your business plan on that portal. So he'll be on shortly to help give us a little bit of tour, so you'll know how to do that assignment. We have Philip on, and he's gonna kind of give us a little bit of an overview of just going through our portal, our platform that we use in order to do our homework and to communicate. Want to make sure that you're clear on how to get in and things like that. This would be a great opportunity for, if you have any questions or if you had some challenges, to ask Philip while he's on the line on this training with us on today. So we're gonna jump right in. I was waiting for Rhea, but I know sometimes, especially with Zoom and everything else, it's kind of challenging to get online at certain times. These are considered prime times. So, anytime you're trying to get on when everybody else is doing the same type of training or virtual meeting, the systems get backed up. So just be patient. If you ever get into that situation, just keep trying to get on, and hopefully you'll be able to participate with us. We have some special guests. So like as a student, you kind of behave yourself in class. We have some special guests. So we have Mr. Derek Warren, who's our Executive Director of the Greater Inglewood CDC. And again, Philip's on the line, so I'm going to bring him in shortly so he can kind of give us a repeat tour of how to use our platform, Trusted Peer, and then we'll move forward from there. So I basically want to kind of share with you a bit of overview of reason why we're doing this for those that missed Tuesday. This is sponsored by the Illinois Small Business Development Center Director. Okay, our Illinois Small Business Development Center gives us the opportunity through the state of Illinois, Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, and also to the governor, that they give us this opportunity to do support small business advising, coaching, and training. So this particular special presentation is designed specifically for those that had existing businesses but yet were affected by COVID. And so we are offering this cohort to those that have already kind of established a business, but yet have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. And so this course is designed to get you right on track. That's why it's called On the Right Track. It's to help pivot your business to continue on, or through this course, you might find out that you need to pivot and do something else. So this is what this is designed to do. It's 6 weeks. We only do Meet Zoom 2 of those days out of the week. That's Tuesday evenings. And then also we then meet then on Friday mornings. The reason why we did this is because some people work at different times. So our expectation is that you would get online at least once a week. just to catch up. Most of your work will be done through the portal. Your homework assignments, things that you need to turn in, things that you need to look at, also to select times to meet with one of us, the advisors, as well as to speak to each other on the platform that we have designed for you. So we're going to jump right into that, as well as then as we go along today. Today's purpose is to move you into the next platform, which is Live Plan, so that you can start working on your business plan. And then once you get into the portal, you'll recognize the homework assignments or the assignments you have to get completed. And so these platforms are going to help you get that done. So Philip, can you kind of jump us into our platform and give us a bit of a tour? Let me see. Let me share the screen, and so that you'll be able to navigate. And we'll get started. Let's get started. So.
Okay. Good morning. So I'm going to take you through how to sign in initially to the platform, and then once you're in the platform, how to use the program as a structured guide for what the deliverables are. So first of all, each one of you has received a welcome message email in your inbox. It's from GECDC Entrepreneurship Platform. So this is what it would look like. I use Google for my email, but open it up. It's really easy. Just click on activate and set password. And we'll just go ahead and great. I'll just update that, and then I'm in. Okay, so I'm in the platform, and I go right to my dashboard. When I sign in, I go right to my dashboard. Your dashboard is going to have the On the Right Track program that is already assigned to you. So I click on that. I can also go to programs. This is on my menus on the left. And so here's the On the Right Track program that is assigned to me. These are all of the resources that Tamara has provided and the tools that you will use to get you through the program. You've got your mentors, instructors, in addition to Tamara, Ray Bacon, and Rhea Steele, and you can easily connect with them just by clicking on them. Here's the program. So as you go through the program, and I can open up to provide all of the detail on each one of the modules for each of the sessions. So, the basic idea, here's our Zoom link for the meeting, but then there are tasks and deliverables that Tamara has set for you to complete the program. So all you need to do is, as you go through, it says submit, research, vision, mission, as an example, just click on submit the file for this task, choose a file, and that'll jump into your, it typically jumps into your files that you have on your computer. And let me just pull up something here. I'm just going to add an image. All right. So I can upload anything from my computer as a deliverable. Don't forget to click, in addition to choosing the file, you also need to click on upload. So I click on upload and I'm done. It is uploaded. Where it gets uploaded is right onto the program. You'll see I just added my program attachments. This is so that Tamora, Ria, and Ray can go in and review what you have delivered, review your whatever has been requested of you, vision, research, mission, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how you use the platform to go through the program. Now, if you want to reach out and connect, schedule a meeting with any of the instructors, you just click on it. I'm going to click on Ria, and you can contact Ria for a quick question or to schedule a call. Okay, so Tamora, that's sort of a refresh on how to use the platform. Any questions? I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Philip. If there aren't any other questions, if you've been on the platform before, I invite you to tour it so that you're comfortable with it. I've received a couple of assignments actually on the platform thus far, so I'm glad people are able to utilize it. There are some assignments inside the platform. There is there's a document that says introduction. We need you to fill that out because that gives us an opportunity to then introduce you to the class. And we're going to share that. And also later on today, you'll get a video of Tuesday's session so that you can replay it, see what was said, hear the details. We're recording this one as well. So if you ever need to go back or kind of follow along at your own pace, then those videos will be available to you. So if there aren't any other questions, we're gonna move straight into, I was hoping that Josh from Live Plan would be on, but I can actually, I'm gonna see if I can share my computer screen here. So hold on a second. Let's see here. Let's close that. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to just go straight into Live Plan. So hopefully you are seeing my screen for Live Plan. This is what the dashboard actually looks like. I'm actually going to sign out so that you can see. So you should have received an email from us for Live Plan. So hopefully you have that now. If not, please let us know, and we will sign you back up. Your company should now be registered with Live Plan. We'll sign you back up. If you have not, you'll get a link. So I'm gonna sign in here. So this is what it'll look like when you're ready to sign in. Let's see. So you'll have to put in your password every time you go in. And I would suggest, we have a lot of passwords, so save them. And once you get into it, you'll get, with your password, you'll get a screen that kind of looks like this for Live Plan. And there are various components to developing. This is where you will develop your business plan. So we're needing everyone to actually, you go into this portal, because this is where you will build your business plan. And this is also where after you build it, you will save it as a PDF file, and you will attach it to, then you're going to go back to here, and you're going to attach then your homework assignments back into the portal. So you want to make sure that you maybe create a file for yourself, because the next assignment, so our assignment today was due the basic idea assignment. So that was for you to actually do your research, create your vision mission, identify your target audiences. Well, where do you find that information? It's on this worksheet called Vision Mission Worksheet. So when you click and open that worksheet, it'll download to your computer, and on that worksheet is where you would do the homework assignment that was requested on Tuesday. So you can still turn that in. What we want is you to type in your vision. We want you to type in your mission, and then we want you to answer these questions. Who are your customers? What type of industry? What are your trends, your competition, and so forth. Once you save this, you save it, you print it as a PDF file, and then you will go back to, after you save it, then you'll go back here into our platform. And as Philip showed you, you'll click here as your task, but you're going to actually then add it or upload your homework assignment. So that was one of them. The other one today was to just read how to incorporate your business. Many of you have done this already. So we provided, there is something called Content Library. So when you click on Content Library, there is a document in here called Starting a Business in Illinois. And I kind of reviewed this on Tuesday. It is a handbook, but when you click on it, it gives you all the details about starting a business in Illinois. So that was the homework assignment, was to read through this to ensure that you know that you've done everything for your business. So the recording that I'm sending out will have detail of that conversation from last Tuesday. So let's see here. Need to get back to my live plan. So I just wanted to kind of show you that, just in case you know, you weren't quite sure about how to do the homework assignments, and how now you know how to attach them. So each of these cohorts, or these sessions, you'll have to go and look to see what the requirement is, and you can click on that with the plus or minus to expand it or collapse. So today we're talking about your business plan. And so what we're looking for, some of you may have a business plan already, some of you may not have a business plan. So if you have one, we want you to use Live Plan to paste in some of your information into that business plan template. The goal is that because we've gone through this pandemic and we're going through this, that some things may have kind of changed as it relates to your business. So you probably need to update your business plan anyway, if you have one. So this piece just really shows you the components, essential components that are in a business plan that you will need, and also then the assignment. So the assignment is to turn in a draft of your business plan, and you're going to utilize the Live Plan to do that. So the deadline for this is 7/31. So we're giving you a bit of time to kind of get it started. So you're going to use Live Plan. And again, everybody should have received an invitation link giving you an opportunity to create your own password, and it should have your company name at the top. So if you don't have any of that, make sure you send me an email or reach out to us so we can get you set up. Some of you, the request was that you fill out your application for the class so that then we could send you that invitation. So if you haven't done that, you'll need to do that as well. And if you need that link, you lost a link or something, please let us know so we can get you started. We don't want you to fall behind. It's only 6 weeks. This is gonna go very quickly. So after today, we're already finished with a week. Most of your work will be on your own. So we're just allowing and having the virtual meetings so that then in case there's some questions or you need to kind of catch up on something, then that's where the work is going to come in on your own. And as well as you setting up time for us. So we're here to be able to advise you, to be able to coach you for any questions that you have. You can reach out to us. So with LivePlan, once you open up, create your password for LivePlan, this is what you will see. You will see the pitch page. Now the pitch page is designed to be a one-pager. So if anybody ever says, you know, you need a one-pager just to capture who you are, this is what that pitch page does. It gives you an opportunity to put it all on one sheet instead of somebody having to read through a big business plan. Although you need to have a more detailed business plan, the pitch page is designed so that people can get an overview. So on this pitch page, once you start filling out this information, you will begin to see, a person can just see it for one page. So as I'm scrolling through, there's a section for financial projections, milestones. You can put in your teams, your key roles, your partner resources. So all of this happens on this. Most people wait until the end to do their pitch page. It's kind of up to you where you want to start doing your pitch page. So I would suggest that it's up to you if you want to do it or not. If you'll notice on our schedule, when you go back to our platform, the very end, the last thing we'll do is that we're going to do pitches. So you can utilize the pitch page to be your speaking point or something else. But you will have to do a pitch for this 6 weeks. And we're going to do that at the back end so that then we'll have some peer-to-peer critiquing and all of that, okay? So with LivePlan, here is, you would click on these tabs at the top. So the first thing is the plan. And there, in each of these, there's a video. So this video you can play, and this person will actually kind of take you through this section about creating a full business plan. It's about 4 minutes for this video, and this is just a description of the expectation of what you're going to do. Once you watch the video, you can click down here to get started, and once you get started, it's going to take you into the steps. If you don't want to watch the video, that's fine. So I'm going to click on get started. Once you do that, it actually takes you to the first part of your business plan, which is the executive summary. So here there are subtitles of opportunity and expectations in the executive summary. So within this area, this is where you'll actually start to work on your business plan. You will need to click on edit. So when you edit it, it actually takes you into a place where you'll start typing in your information. So in this section, this section gives you the instructions of what you should be doing. They have examples at the bottom. So if you want to see an example of someone's a problem, or anything related, just to see how they typed it in, you can look at an example. There's another one of a car wash. This is an example. So this is where they typed up what their challenge was or what their problem was, because we're under the problem section. So here, this is where you can begin, and it tells you that you need to summarize the problem in this section. So as you're doing that, you will want to do that, and then you'll save it by clicking I'm done, and it automatically will save it. And once that happens, then you'll have information in that area. So each of these sections, you'll see something that says the solution, the market, the competition, why us, your expectations. So as you scroll down here, you want to edit each of these sections, okay? And then at the very end, again, we're still in the executive summary, so you're kind of just given an overview, okay? And you want to edit each of these areas in these sections. Once you get through your executive summary, and some people suggest that you do your executive summary in the back end after you complete your plan. It's totally up to you. Then the next tab would be opportunity. So again, you want to talk about problem and solutions. You want to talk about your target market. So remember that the homework I'm asking you to do under target market, kind of do some prep work. So then if I click in target market, it says describe your target market. So this is where I would type and say my target or the company name. So I'll put GECDC's target market is small businesses or something like that. So as you're building this and you're typing this, then you want to, it's even telling me how many words. It's 7 words in here. Again, each of these will give you an example. So you can always click on the example to see what they wrote. But as you're typing this in, once you're done, you say, I'm done. Once you complete it, you'll actually see it in your overview area. So this is how you'll know you filled in the information. So competition and then your advantages. So in this is the opportunity section that we're looking at. And under opportunity are the problem and solution, target market, and competition. So as you're going through here, you're going to want to click on each of these tabs, and you'll want to edit each of these sections as you're completing them. And then any information related to your company, so your ownership, your structure, your company history, your team, your advisors, you're going to fill all that information in. And then the very last thing, this is the biggest thing, and that's why I wanted to prep you so that you'll be ready and you'll see this information, because our next week we'll be focusing on financials, and that's going to be very detailed. Ray is going to give some presentations on financials, helping you understand. So I would suggest that you go into live plan so that you can understand what your financials should look like, because you're going to do a forecast. So there's some details related to forecast, review by month, key assumptions. Each of these you will have to then actually type in the information. Again, do an edit. Once you're done, say I'm done. So each of these sections, it's asking you questions and also indicating what you have to edit. Profit and loss statement. So Ray's going to talk about that. There's actually a video for each of these, like I said. So you can look at the video, and once you're ready, you click get started. So here, this is where it'll allow you now, it's starting with projections. So 2020, 2021, 2022, where you can actually, the bottom parts here allow you to actually click on your revenue stream. So if you want to add revenue, you can actually click on there. And as you start adding numbers, then it'll actually start populating your spreadsheets. right here in this portal, okay? So you want to be able to understand some of this. So next week we'll be kind of talking about terminology and understanding that and what that means. Also, there are some spreadsheets, I think that, and I'll have Ray talk in a few minutes about the spreadsheets that are in the portal. So there are some spreadsheets for each of the sections that we want to take you through. So any of this information that's in here is actually just going to be information that you're going to pull in or type in because you would have already worked it out on a worksheet. So in this particular tab, there's profit and loss sheet, there's the balance sheet. So again, understanding what your assets are. We're going to take you through that in case there's some terminology you don't understand. And then there's a tab for cash flow. So we're going to take you through understanding how to get those numbers. So this is going to be a big component of the training as it relates to your financials. Then there's another tab called benchmarks. Again, there's a video. All you do is click and say get started. And this is where you find your industry. So you can type in your industry. It'll look up NACI code. So I'm going to just type in retail and search retail. And then it's going to give me a description of what type. So say, for instance, I'm a hardware store. So my NACI code, this is kind of how they categorize people within industries. So I'm a hardware store, I would select hardware. So now here I can pull up some industry benchmarks so that then I can look at what my forecast is going to be for profit, gross margin, operating margins, and things of that sort. And I can actually pull in some information of what I forecast my benchmarks to be. So we're going to take you a little bit in detail with that, but this is a great portal to be able to utilize. You're going to have to, that's why it's important you research your industry. So you're going to have to research your industry and also set up an appointment to meet with us because we have software as well to help you see what the projected benchmarks are for your industry so that you can kind of come up with some numbers. Then there's the schedule. So the schedule is designed to build your milestones. So here it's just asking you milestones. So you might want to call this opening. So maybe you've been closed. So what is your milestone? Your opening. When is the due date? You know, that you think you're going to open. So maybe you say, well, I don't think I'm be ready until August 1st. So August 1st, who's going to be responsible for that? Then I will be responsible for making sure that I do whatever activities for opening. So opening would be sending out flyers, whatever your activity is, or your announcement of, you know, how you will let people know that you're, you know, are opening again. So these are opportunities. These are things that you will want to do for your milestones. So you got to set some milestones for yourself. And then if you need an email reminder to yourself, then you can click this. So it'll let me know in a couple of days before my milestone deadline, an email that says, don't forget, you have milestones in your plan. So then once you do that, it'll actually populate right in here a list of things, as well as then the calendar. Then the last thing is my dashboard. So if I look at my dashboard, let's see here, I don't want that. So now my dashboard kind of gives me an overview of everything that I put in. So as you start putting in and populating dollar amounts, you're going to be able to see this. So this is my dashboard with some of the numbers that I put in. The other previous page that I clicked off of. If you have QuickBooks or something like that, you can actually pull in data that you already have existing and pull it into here so you don't have to retype everything. So this is my financial dashboard, my overview. Then I have a dashboard for trends. So now once you start populating, it's going to create this graphic data for you so that you can have some graphics. It's going to give you then my profit and loss by month. You know, so this is for July, my balance sheets by month, and then my cash flow by month. So all of this on my dashboard actually is information that will be populated from what I did over here on these, in these other sections, okay? Again, if you do not have the live plan portal and can't access it, please reach out to us because we want to make sure that you complete that assignment, okay? So you want to start doing this now and getting that assignment completed. And once you do that, then you'll go back to our entrepreneurship platform, and under the section step 3, where it says the business plan, which is due on the 31st, then you will want to make sure that then you actually upload, and you're seeing a different screen from me. Your screen won't look like this. Your screen will allow you to attach then your business plan that you've done in live plan, and then I'll get a notice that you've attached the plan. Okay, so that's one step that you'll do. And then next week, and we'll be working on this, you have until August 7th to do it. We want you to actually put your plan in some kind of test. So either create a survey or something, do some kind of small scale test to make sure that whatever you put in your plan, it works. So you want to look at your price, you want to look at your service offerings, and you want to look at your quality expectations. How, you know, so you could do a actual survey or something and send it out to the clients, or if you're already back in business, have them fill something out, asking them questions about, you know, do you believe our prices are too high, too low? Do you like the services that we offer? What are some other things you're looking for? So that's how you're going to test your plan. So we want you to begin to do that. And what we're asking you to do is to submit the assessment. So submit to us what they said or how they said it and so forth. Okay, so these are kind of like 2 homework assignments or things that you need to start working on, although they're not due. One's due on the 7th, the other one's due on the 31st. So these are just assignments that you need to start looking at, because next week we're jumping right into financial projections. And that will be next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, we'll be speaking on income statement and cash flow, probably, if we can get it done. And so you want to be ready for that. And again, if you want to advance a little further so that then you're not behind, you'll notice that the worksheets that we're referring to are actually the worksheets that Ray or Rhea or myself will be taking you through, so you can always download them. But we're pretty much following closely what our outline is on our platform. So that's all I have for today. I want to take any questions. If you've been in here already and you tried to upload and it didn't work or something like that, you know, this is the time to ask any questions. I have Philip on the line if you have any questions or any challenges. And also make sure that you schedule an appointment to meet with either any of us advisors to review the documents that you're putting into the system. Okay, so you can unmute yourself, you can open up, Ray or Rhea, if you have any comments or you have any things you want to say, we're going to take this next time, this period of time to do that.
Good morning. This is Rhea. How's everybody?
Good. How are you, Rhea?
I'm good. I'm good. I am taking attendance, that wonderful thing. So could the person sign on his iPad? Let me know who you are.
And you can put it
In the chat?
Put it in the chat. So your sign in says iPad, but we're not sure who iPad is. And hold on a second. I'm gonna unmute you. Okay. Hold on a second, because we can't hear you. Hold on. Okay, now, how are you?
Good.
Okay.
I'm at Brandyburg,
Okay, all right, David.
Urban Energy Group.
Okay, all right.
Thanks,
Okay,
David.
thank you.
Sure.
Okay, so are there any questions? Do you have any questions for Philip? Do you have any questions for us? Do you understand the assignments and the things that need to be done?
Well, no, I don't. I'm Maria Hall. I kind of was having a problem signing on, so I kind of missed the first really 20 or 30 minutes. But if I just, my question would be, if I just take the outline and kind of tie it back into each one of these modules, I should kind of be able to understand what it is that I need to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so, and then we're also recording this. So I will, later on today, you'll have the recording from Tuesday and you'll have the recording from today. So that might help as well. But yes, you're going to go into the modules. You'll see the plus sign, as Philip has shown us. It gives a description of what the homework assignment is. And then your tasks are listed here. So you're submitting your research, vision, mission, and targeted audience document, and where you find that worksheet would be up here. So there's a vision, mission worksheet. It's a Word document. So if you click on it, it actually will open up on your computer. And once it opens up on your computer, you will actually do this worksheet. So it's opening up a Word. You will actually then do the worksheet, type in the information. So what's your mission? What's your vision? And then answer these questions. My customers, just fill it in and save it. Save it. And once you save it onto your computer and save the file, you can either PDF it or you can send us a Word document, but you want to save it. I'm going to say don't save for this, but you want to save it. Once you save it in your portal looks a little bit different. I don't know, Philip, if you can actually show them what their portal would look like.
Okay, well, I kind of did that. So my
Okay.
stuff probably is out there I call it in the, I think I did it last night, all of those
Okay.
assignments.
So Maria, hi, this is Rhea. So you
Hi.
did end up saving. I think the first time that you went through, you might have not selected the options to submit. Did you just try to upload those second files?
Okay.
See in where you click submit.
Right,
And
right.
then add.
Okay, I think I finally figured that out maybe last night, so they may be in there twice now. I don't know.
I think they're in there once. I looked the first time. I think you just did your I am showed up,
Okay.
and I think the other two documents are in there now. I can double check.
So
for
it
you.
should have been 4 altogether.
Okay.
So something's missing. Okay.
Right, because if you did your growth wheel worksheets, you would have had for growth wheel, you would have maybe had these worksheets.
Right.
Okay, and then the introduction sheet,
Right.
and then the vision and mission worksheet.
Okay, so something's missing. I just got to go back and figure out where it
Okay.
is.
Okay. So you know, as you're working on your assignment, if you do have a challenge and we're going in, we'll send you a message or let you know if we're missing something. But as you're working on these documents, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Okay.
All right, any other questions or?
Tamara, this is Ray. I wanted just to kind of recap a couple things. You went over a lot of ground today, and so the thing to keep in mind, at least, is not to get overwhelmed with all the things that are interrelated, because everything that we're engaged in is interrelated. In other words, you're leveraging off of the things that you have started to do already, like the vision, like the mission. Okay, those kind of lead into the executive summary, and there's things that you can leverage from what you've already done with respect to the vision and the mission. Okay, and so when you think about the executive summary, as Tamara mentioned, you know, a lot of people wait until they're done with the body of the business plan before they go back and then encapsulate the highest elements in an executive summary. But I think that there's a middle ground you can take as well, and that is, as you heard Tamara talk about the component parts of the executive summary, you can think about that as being an opportunity to outline those factors so that you kind of have a roadmap, if you will, to fill out the details as you go through the business plan elements. Okay, so it kind of gives you a basics, because when you think about all these things and how they interrelate, it becomes very complicated. But if you can think about just doing a very brief outline without trying to be perfect, but just trying to get down on paper the thoughts that are in your head that are the most important factors that you want to emphasize, I think that'll help you get through the business plan details. The financial data is something that is important to this cohort, because in essence, you're likely going to have to change direction because of COVID. Okay, and to do that, you need to think about a couple different things so that you can kind of set a framework as to how you're going to get from where you're at to where you might have to go to become profitable again. You might have to change pathways. You might have to change your customer base. There could be a lot of different access points in terms of how you market things. But the way I like to explain it is, let's start out with the here and now. What were your circumstances in the normal environment, that is before COVID? Get an understanding of that. Get those elements down on paper. What was your margin with respect to your profits at that point in time? Then, you know, think about what the impact of COVID has been on you and your performance. Okay, and then from there, you want to think about where are you going to go with the new direction, and what are the projections that relate to that. So, but you want to leverage off the things that you know about. You know how you performed in the normal environment, and you know what impact things have had for you with respect to COVID. So now you've got the opportunity of thinking, well, what is my plan going to be to change directions so that I can survive past COVID and get back to normal again? Because you don't want to just be a victim to COVID. You want to overcome it, and this kind of strategy can help you do that. When Tamara talked about testing the plan, okay, from financial forecasting point of views, how we test the plan in many cases is doing what's known as break-even analysis. Okay, So this will help us look at the elements of our revenue, the elements of our variable expenses, the elements of our fixed expenses, and see how these elements affect our bottom line. Okay. The objective is not to break even. Your objective is to be profitable, but you want to know what it takes to break even so that you can figure out the elements within those components, like revenue, like variable expenses, like fixed expenses, to see what needs to be adjusted to make things happen. So all of this, you know, hitting you all at once, I know is very complicated. But if you think about doing it in steps and staying within yourself, I think you'll be fine. And the other thing is that, you know, Tamara and I and Ria, we've been through this many, many times, okay? So there's not too many things we haven't seen, you know, in the years that we've been engaged in helping people. So don't feel shy about asking questions. We might not have seen it before, but we can put our three heads together, Tamara and Ria and mine, and we can come up with a solution that can overcome a problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Ray. Really appreciate that. And we really want to make sure that you're successful in completing this cohort. I don't know if we've really emphasized, but if you want to schedule an appointment, you can actually do that in the platform. It allows to see the schedule availability. And I've started to allot some time on my schedule so that it'll let you know if I'm available. And if you need that time, you can actually schedule an appointment so that we can talk via phone, do it virtual. If you want to go through your worksheets, we can, just like we're doing here, pull up the worksheet, pull up the financials. Ray can help you with that so that you can see the numbers, see how some numbers are coming together. All of that can be done. We just need to know. We want you to ask. There is not too much of asking. You can ask as much as you want. That's what it's designed to do so that you'll be successful. So whatever challenges you may be experiencing or having right now, we want to make sure that we tackle those and we assist you or find someone that can help you or assist you. Again, this cohort and this training is designed for existing businesses. So as Ray suggested, although I was just going through the platforms, because this is what you'll use in order to upload information, a lot of this you have already. So it's going to be some copying and pasting. And then once you start putting in the numbers, once you start putting in the information, that will be the time that you share information with us so we can review it. We can have a conversation. We can ask, okay, since COVID-19, does this still make sense? You know, and so that's where you will engage us so that we can have these conversations with you, because our goal is that you come out of this successfully, you go back into business, and you become profitable in your business. And so we want to lay the foundation. That's our goal, is to help lay the foundation for people that are in construction and things like that. They know that they have to lay the foundation before they build the building. And the foundation has to be good, because if you lay a foundation and there's a crack in it, and then you start building on top of it, eventually it's going to collapse. So we want to make sure. That's the reason we're doing this, with the training, with the advising, and also the peer-to-peer. We talked about this on Tuesday. This portal you can actually utilize to chat with each other if you need to find out who does that, who does this. That's why we're asking you to fill out the introduction sheet, because we're going to share that sheet with the rest of the class. So maybe somebody will see that you're doing something similar or alike or different, but you need that service or that product. This is the way that you can communicate with each other, since we're virtual. if we were actually in a classroom, you would be able to talk to that person face to face. But this gives you the opportunity to then be able to share who you are and to do some peer-to-peer activities. So we're gonna have some things. We're trying to kind of get all of the details done, because in the latter part of this, we're gonna have more open time for you to talk, for you to share. We're gonna have some activities where you'll actually be sharing and talking back to back on this together on this Zoom. So there'll be some times for communication as well. So just want to make sure you're okay with that. Are there any other questions? The live plan, where is the introduction? She did again. Okay. So with the live plan, you should, does everybody that's on the call today, did everybody get an invitation to live plan for their company? I can't hear you, David. Can you unmute yourself? Hold on, let me do it. Okay, hold on. Okay,
Yeah, I was looking through my emails. I don't think I
I don't
received
have
it.
either.
okay, so David, let me write your name down, because I'm gonna send that as soon as I get off the call. I'm gonna send it to you. So David and Maria, you don't have it either?
No, no, I don't.
Okay. Anybody else did not?
Tomorrow, I don't see it either. I don't see it either in my email.
Okay.
That's strange. I just canceled live plan.
You cancel, okay. So what I'm gonna do is go back in, and also make sure, please fill out that, the application form, because it will have the email that we can communicate with you, because that email is what I use to send everything out to. So if you change your email or you're using a different one, let me know that, so that I can send that out to you. But I will make sure that I go back in and send you the links for live plan. Once you get live plan, just like with the platform. So was everybody able to get onto the entrepreneurship platform? So what we're in, what I'm showing on my screen right now, was everybody able to get on the platform?
Yes.
Okay, great. I noticed that a few problems or challenges was people weren't able to do it. It is very hard. It's okay to do this on Zoom for the call, but it's gonna be difficult for you to try to utilize this platform on a cell phone. You will definitely have to have a computer or something, so that then when you're actually uploading files and things like that, it's going to be a little bit easier. With the calls that we have, definitely the Zoom calls, you can use your phone to tap in to our conversations. But when you actually get to this platform, you're going to need a computer, or at least a tablet or something, in order to do these assignments. Okay. Any other questions? Any other challenges that you've seen? Any other problems that you've had? Because we want to eliminate those as quickly as possible. Okay. So everybody's good. Okay. So we've come to our, it's 11:04, and we actually started at 10:05. So we're ending right on time. Again, as Ray shared, I know it's a lot of information. It's very fast paced. So it's a lot of things to do, but most of it is things that you have to do on your own. So we're challenging you to take the time to get all of this foundation work done, so that then you can start producing some success, you know, reports and results from that. So if there aren't any other questions, Ray or Rhea, if you don't have any other comments, we will end this call. Later on today, I will follow up with each of you just to make sure, send you an email to make sure you're able to get on both platforms, that you have the assignments that need to be completed. And then also I'm gonna send the recordings so that you can look at the Tuesday night call and today's call at your leisure, you know, over the weekend or something. And the next time that we'll be on will be Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Okay.
Yep.
All right. All thoughts clear? Any other questions? Nope.
No.
Okay. We're gonna get through this together. We're gonna get through it together. It's all right. But we're gonna do it the right way, and because we want to see some success in this. So this is not, we're just not doing it for our health. We're doing this for production, to see success. We want you to be successful. So we want to make sure that everything that we're discussing, this is a great opportunity that you have any questions related to your business. This is the time to do it. This is the time to ask and get it all done and structured the right way. So again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful weekend, safe weekend, and we'll see you back here on Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Thank you.
All right?
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Right.